Welcome back to Mastering Rogue Legacy with Brian. And for today's episode, we have Lady Chun-Li, who is a paladin, which has a shield, which I need to remember to actually use because it's actually a very good ability, as well as eidetic memory, which we will see on the map shortly. And we still have the same sets of power-ups. We've got a double jump as well as a sky rune. We have some vampirism and some siphon, and we still have our little sprinty dashy thing. We happen to have the magic dagger as our spell, and once again, I can block with the shield, which is a very useful characteristic that I need to remember to actually use. But let's go ahead and move forward. I am recording this. I recorded the previous episode last night, when I think I was a little tired. I'm recording this now in the morning. After I've been up for a little while, I'm wide awake. I've had some chocolate chip cookies, which means I've got some caffeine and sugar rush. Ooh, gosh. Alright, that is both a difficult room as well as an opportunity. Oops, wrong button. An opportunity to show off something I want to show off, which is eidetic memory. On the minimap, it shows you the location of all enemies in the room. And so those red dots are all the enemies. And you can just take a peek in a room and immediately see all of the enemies on the minimap. So that's what eidetic memory does, and it's good. This is a pretty difficult room to start things off in, maybe. A lot of these enemies can't hit me through the walls, and so actually this room isn't as bad as I originally thought. There's only one or two enemies that have projectiles. Yeah, that scout who can shoot the little blood thingies at me, who can hit through the wall. Most of those guys I'm going to have trouble hitting since my magic spell is not a magic spell that goes through walls. And so, I'm just going to kind of skip past that room to get things started. But in any case, I kind of blamed my poor performance in the previous episode on not being awake, and so I'm hoping that I end up playing a whole lot better today, because now I'm definitely awake and I can no longer use that excuse. And so let's hope for the best. And I'm also going to remember, it doesn't cost you anything also in terms of magic. It doesn't cost any magic to block until you actually succeed in blocking some damage. And so I need to remember that that's there, and especially whenever I'm about to be hit by projectiles that I just can't manage to dodge. Those would be opportune moments to take advantage of the paladin shield. And as I've been doing with most of the characters, I'm going to aim mostly to the right and see if we can find our way into the forest. Try to fight in there, but then be careful and stay alive. So that's my kind of overall strat. And so far, I'm not sure that I've taken any damage yet, so I haven't even needed to leverage the vampirism that I've got going with this particular build, which gives me 4 hit points back for each kill. This is a room with a lot of enemies, but also 2 exits to the right. Yeah, I think things will be off to a reasonably... Oops, okay, finally took some damage. Quiet and slow start, and so I think after I deal with this reasonably difficult room, I'll probably make a cut until we reach some more interesting spots. But for this room, there's enough going on that it's worth keeping you with me. But the good news is, if I manage to kill a few more guys, we can gain back any of the hit points that we've lost. And for the most part, these enemies are pretty straightforward to take care of, so I don't feel a whole lot of need to use my magic spell. The magic dagger is a spell that I like. It's not particularly versatile, but just to go ahead and show it off, like the fact that you can just get on the same level as the guys who are shooting you and shoot them from way across the room. In general, ranged attacks is the main reason that I like the magic spells. Being able to hit the enemies while they're far away, because so much of the melee combat involves you getting up really close, and when you're really close to the bad guys, that's when they're going to hit you. Alright, but the castle should be straightforward. I'm going to make a cut here, and I will see you guys when I find some more interesting things. Okay, I found the entrance to the forest over here, so I'll bring you guys back in. Another thing to point out, I guess when we're back in the castle, about eidetic memory, is the fact that it shows the enemy locations on the screen. It is another way to visually identify the paintings that are going to be coming to life and attacking you, because the paintings show up as enemies on the minimap. And so that's another reason, another advantage of eidetic memory that's not kind of immediately obvious necessarily. Alright, let's definitely take this guy out, because I've got too many projectile enemies, and I'm very willing to spend some mana in order to stay alive against those enemies. Alright, and I also see a warg over here, who I also want to take out with the magic dagger. Alright, so we spent a bit of mana, but we spent it for good reasons. And there's another warg over here, it looks like. Okay, great. I think I took him out as well. Yes. Okay. Yikes! Oh man, I was just about to say, and so I did such a good job so that I'm not going to take any more damage in the room. And then immediately took one more bit of damage. Alright, but I think we've pretty much finished off this room. We've got 2 more enemies on the right. One of them is a bloob, and the other one is another bloob. Okay. Well, the bloobs are basically some free hit points and magic points back, thanks to the siphon and vampirism that I have in this build. And alright, we lost a few hit points there, but we're still doing okay. Just continue to keep an eye on my magic abilities and my hit points to see if we need to go back for the pots that are in the statues. Alright, there's some more magic regained. Hurrah and huzzah. Yikes, okay. Let's hit you with the magic dagger so that I can step this way. And then kill this guy. I died to spikes, I think, with the previous character, and so I'm very wary now of these floor spike traps. With any characters that do not enjoy the benefits of PAD, peripheral arterial disease, which would nullify those floor spike traps. Alright, and you'll notice also that these spiky balls show up on the minimap in the top right as enemies. And so if you go into a room and you see those moving back and forth like that, you're like, okay, we've got spiky balls in this room, even if it's way off screen. That is going to be a somewhat difficult room. I think I'm just going to try to run across. Oh, crap. Alright, that's not going to work. Alright, I guess it kind of worked. Rather than try to deal with the enemies in there. Once again, I don't have a magic spell that can go through walls. Okay, that room is filled with enemies. And unless I'm at maximum hit points, I should probably not go into that room. And I forgot in the previous room to use the paladin special ability. I could have blocked when I knew I was about to take damage. And that would have been the smart thing to do. Alright, here I can just avoid the damage. Always try to hit the guards in the back. Great. Let's see. So yeah, I was just watching, yeah, a couple more people playing Rogue Legacy. I guess I mentioned them in the previous episode. Same folks, but then I also got some useful comments and feedback on some of my Rogue Legacy videos, and someone, I can't remember for sure who it was right now, so rather than call out the wrong person, I just won't mention them, made what I thought was actually a good suggestion about how to do builds for different character classes in the manor. I had a barbarian where I said we could afford to wear things like the blood chestplate. We could afford to lose in hit point capacity because the barbarian has so many hit points in order to gain more vampirism. And someone pointed out that the vampirism, regardless of how many hit points your character has, the vampirism always gives you like 2 hit points back per kill, or always a fixed number. Let's see, I want to kill this guy. I think if yeah, just hit him really fast before he has a chance to kind of unwind this little spiky ball, that'll work well. And then there is a headless horse here, who seems to be kind of stuck. I'm always afraid, sometimes they, even when they seem stuck, they get unstuck. So I'm always afraid of sneaking up on those guys, because they move reasonably quickly. So in any case, Barbarian and using blood equipment like the blood chestplate or blood helm, which reduces your character's overall hit points but gives you the extra vampirism, probably isn't a good idea, because I end up losing tons of hit points in order to gain back the ability to gain back hit points in 1s and 2s for killing enemies. And so it's probably better to just start with a larger hit point pool, in the case of something like the Blood Barbarian. And so in general, the blood equipment has kind of dangerous trade-offs, and in general all of the equipment that is in the 3rd row, and by the 3rd row, when we go back to the manor, I'll show you exactly what I mean, but all the 3rd row equipment tends to contain some trade-offs, and so you need to think very critically about them. And so I need to be more careful, now that I have a fair amount of equipment to choose from, equipment and runes, to gear each individual hero, each individual character in Rogue Legacy. Sorry, I had to edit out a sneeze there. I need to gear each individual hero, each individual character, appropriately. Ah, darn it! The other Earth door at the top I forgot about. And so I didn't see that attack coming. Alright, looks like we've reached kind of a right side dead end here in the forest. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this guy. And this guy, I can just time it well and get away from him. Okay, great. So, in any case, after this character dies, when we're gearing the next character, I'm going to spend a little bit more time and attention to making sure that I'm taking advantage of different things. And once again, I'm going to remind myself that I can block with the paladin, and maybe I'll actually successfully use it once, and you can see just what an awesome ability it actually is. It really is. In general, I'm not super fond of abilities that kind of like require you to take damage, but I guess this is blocking damage, so it doesn't really count. Because there's also things like Retribution that are kind of like thorns in Minecraft, where you can deal enemies damage back each time they deal damage to you. But the whole point is to avoid the damage, and so I don't love having those types of things, because it seems like you have to get a negative in order to get the positive benefit out of it. Alright, hey. Sage Bracers. Not bad. Some extra money. Access to a few more statues where we can go and heal. And, ooh, alright. Last time I got Calypso's Compass and immediately died. I'm not going to make the same mistake this time around, but let's hope we get something good. Hyperion's Ring, that's terrific. That's a free death defy. So whenever this character dies, he'll be brought back to life with a small number of hit points. Okay, that room is a dead end and is difficult, so we're going to skip that room. And so it looks like, actually, if we teleport back from here to the beginning of the forest, this might be, yeah, the quickest way to find some more rooms that we haven't explored in the forest. So let's do that. But so far this run's going pretty well. Definitely the awakeness factor, I think, is helping. Because I definitely feel like I'm making fewer foolish mistakes than I made in the previous episode. And so let's hope that speaking about that doesn't change my luck. It's always a kind of knock on wood kind of thing. Okay, you we will kill from a distance. You as well. Great. When there's one warg, often there is another. While it is the case that the enemies in the room are pretty random, I do feel like there are some patterns, even if I can't quite articulate exactly what they are. And so, crap, okay, I was about to use the shield, but I managed to avoid the damage instead, but I was at least thinking about it. So I'm getting closer to successfully using the paladin shield. Okay, here we go. Neat. 25 magic points, but I didn't take damage, even though there was a stalactite coming out of the ground at me. So, I've successfully used the paladin shield for the first time. And I think, yeah, I think it has like a constant magic cost like that. Oh, crap. I didn't think you were going to be able to hit me through the wall there. I thought your projectiles, I guess they can travel through the spikes, but not through the actual wall. So I'm learning some important things. I think it always costs 25 magic points to use it, but then kind of makes you invulnerable while you're blocking for like a second or something. So yeah, it's a useful characteristic. Alright, this guy. Can I hit him through the ceiling here? No. He's going to be non-trivial, so rather than kill him, I will simply avoid him and grab the chest, maybe? Oh, I can use... I've got the sky rune, I forgot. After my double jump. And I can hover. Darn it, except for I need to actually press the button to hover. There we go. Nightmare is this guy's name. Let's just go ahead and grab the chest. Grab the gold and get out of here. I'm afraid I'm going to take damage if I keep trying to fight that guy. Okay, you... Oops, you've run off the ledge. There's a bunch of enemies in here. I just hit an Earthasaur. I really wanted to hit you. Crap. Yikes. Yep, okay, now all of a sudden he's gotten stuck over there, and now this guy's coming. Go away, go away. Yikes. Alright, he's gotten unstuck. I do not understand their movement patterns. And honestly, I'm not sure if those movement patterns are by design or bugs in this game. Alright, you were dead, sir. You were dead, sir. And the scout is now also dead thanks to the magic daggers. And now, there are few enough enemies that I think I can make some progress in this room. Perhaps. Let's get behind this guy. Hit him over there. Get behind him over here. Continue to dodge, despite the fact that the Earthasaur is attacking from below. Yeah, moving downwards into rooms is always more of a challenge than moving sidewards or upwards into them. But Earthasaurs just add even more to that mix. The fact that they can fire at you from below when you have no way to get at them. Alright, here comes another Earthasaur attack. Okay. Alright, I'm doing a good job of using the magic dagger. So I'm very happy about that. And if I need to block here, I'm going to be ready to do so. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm definitely, whether it's a matter of being more awake or just having a better day, like, I'm definitely having a better day today than last time. Okay, let's... Alright, you seem to keep getting caught and turned around right here, so let's hope that that continues. And we can leverage that. Do not understand the movement patterns of the Headless Horse. But then again, I guess since he's headless, he can't see where he's going, and so he probably doesn't understand his own movement patterns, to be honest. And so perhaps it's only fair that I can't understand them either. Alright, this is the room with the nightmare, but I would like to go up here and continue to explore the rest of the rooms of the forest. I'm not good at this room, and so I'm just going to ignore it. And at that point, have I explored all of the forest? I think I have. Nope, there's still another room. Alright, so I'm gonna head over there. Okay, here's the new room. It's got a bloob. Nice. And a tall guard, who is not very tall, honestly. He's kind of the shortest of the guards. And so I'm not sure why he's called a tall guard. There is Santa and his reindeer flying over in the background. One of the things about the forest that I think makes the forest more difficult than the castle are the visual distractions. There's more noise in kind of the background of this area, and so I think it makes it harder to concentrate on where the enemies are. And so things like Santa's sleigh that you see flying around in the background in the sky sometimes is one example of that. Oh, reach me in time. I know how to do this room. I go down here. Yes, great. Invisible geometry. Curse Rune Bracers. I don't know that we'll be using it, but every rune gets us one closer to getting all of the runes. And so we want to try to get as many of the fairy chests that we can. Alright, but now I've explored all the forest, so I think I'm going to try to find my way up to the Maya. So I'm going to do some exploring, and I'll bring you guys back in when appropriate. Here is a new room of the castle, and I see a bunch of enemies right at the very top. And, okay, I see. They're all... Oh, there's a bunch of paintings up here, too. Alright, those enemies will be actually easy to defeat, since I can one-hit kill them in the castle, and so I'm going to leave them there, and use them for future vampirism if necessary, so if I take some damage, I can come back in to that room and kill those enemies. This ends up being an easy room as well. Alright, but I really need to find my way to the Maya. Oops, alright, well I just took some damage, and now we'll be able to put that particular plan into effect. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get that coin. It's always good if you see that coins are going to fall into spikes to try to jump and catch those coins in the air. Alright, but now that I'm lower on hit points, oops. Let's try this again. He can't seem to jump up onto this platform for some reason. Now I can kill these guys and gain my hit points back. So that is super useful. So it was a good plan to save those things. Alright, but I'm going to find my way over to the entrance to the Maya. Fairy chest, no fighting. We saw this before. I can take damage, I just can't fight. And so I'm going to try to take little damage. I only took one hit, I think. Vampire Rune Sword. Great. We totally need that. And now, on my way back out, I can do all the fighting I want because we've already achieved the goal of the fairy chest. So let's... Ah, darn it. I was going to say, let's be really careful and not take any more damage. And then what do? I fall right into that guy. Silly Brian. Alright, but we're still doing okay. Oh boy, I did not expect these Charites. Whew. They don't move that quickly, but when they come at you unexpectedly and there's multiple of them and they have slightly different cadence, it's very easy to accidentally take damage from those guys. Oh boy, it's Halphus and Bareth. I died to them, I think, with both of my previous characters, and I don't know that we're going to get any good loot from them because for the most part they give you equipment. If you haven't gotten all of the equipment out of the area, we're currently in the castle. Now, I might have gotten all of the equipment out of the castle at this point. And so, as a result, I think Halphus and Bareth will only give me money, or any mini-bosses that I find in the castle at this point will only give me money or stats rather than equipment. I did not go the correct direction. Yes, I did. I need to go up here. And so, I think it's no longer worth fighting them. I think I want to focus on equipment, and so I should only fight mini-bosses in the forest or the Maya or other areas where I may still be able to get new equipment that I haven't already gotten. Alright, hit points are almost back up. Let's go ahead and kill another painting. Let's continue to try to kind of peel off one enemy at a time to fight. And also cheese it and hit enemies through the floor whenever possible. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this guy really quick. Let's get you to expend all of your fireballs. Oops! Okay, you can shoot. I can shoot as well. Haha. Take that. And there's still a zombie in this floor, right? Yes, there he is. Great. It's important to spot any enemies. I guess the zombie in the floor, I forgot to notice that the zombie in the floor shows up with eidetic memory, even when he is not currently popped out of the floor. I expect he does. That would have been a good way. I'm going to try to keep my eye out for that, to spot zombies. But yes, once again, eidetic memory on the mini-map. You can see there's a red dot, which makes you know that this painting is going to come to life. You also know it's going to come to life because it's wiggling and because it's in front of the bookcase, which is not a place that a normal painting would usually appear. Okay, take no damage. Can I do this? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm not sure that I can do this, but we'll try it out. We keep moving. And use the Sky Rune. Yes! Great. Awesome. Retaliation Rune Cape. Another one that I'm unlikely to use anytime soon. But we're happy to get more runes. This room has nothing in it, so there's no reason to go that way. And I imagine the entrance to the Maya has basically got to be right here. Or somewhere further up over here. Yikes! Okay. Oh, I got a critical strike there, which is kind of nice. I think we bought critical strike up, and so we have like, I don't know, a 1.5% chance of getting critical strikes or something with our characters. Let's go ahead and kill this scout. But I think that might be the first time I saw it actually take place. And so, that is nice, I guess. There's a lot going on in this room. It's slowly getting better. Let's use another magic dagger right there. Okay, there's only one enemy left in the room, thanks to eidetic memory, and it is a scout. And I can hit him from way over here where he can't see me. Haha! See you later, scout. Magic dagger for the win. And chicken legs for the win as well, apparently. Awesome. And was there something down here? Some furniture or something? No, it's just a dead end. Alright. Still haven't found the entrance to the Maya. This is going to turn out to be a very tall layout of random rooms, it would appear. Okay, and the zombie, I see him on the mini-map. Okay, he's still on the mini-map even though he's gone back into the floor. And so that's one way that you can be aware that zombies are in the room when you have a character with eidetic memory. Is that if you don't see an enemy, but you see the red dot on the screen, it means there's a zombie there. Okay, here's finally the entrance to the Maya. The Maya is going to be a more difficult area, but we've been doing so well in the other areas that we will do our best to take it on. As always, especially when going into dangerous areas, we're going to try to peel off one enemy at a time rather than run into the room and have 5 different guys attack us. And let's see. You're going to dash, but then I can hit you a couple of times like that. Because we are in the Maya, the enemies are more powerful and have more hit points, so it's going to take a lot more hits to kill any of these guys. Oh boy! I do not like you. I do not like you one bit. I see you, though. And so I know where I can hit you with magic daggers. Haha! Take that. Oh boy, here comes these guys again. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Let's keep them on one side of me if possible. And try to avoid any skeleton arrows that are going to come down at me. Okay, one down. The other guy, here he comes. Rage. Rage indeed. Rage is what you will often feel when you play this game, because it can be frustrating at times. I'm going to go ahead and use some magic daggers to kill this ranger, because I think he's going to be hard to approach otherwise. So 2 more enemies in the room, according to awesome eidetic memory. This guy's near the ceiling, and so they often fire arrows into the ceiling, and so that's one of the best places to pin down a ranger, because then none of their arrows will be able to hit you. And the rage, since they only fire in orthogonal directions, are pretty easy, so long as you take your time. Okay, great. We have a dashing pyrite. But with a few more hits, nice, he's been taken out. This guy demands magic dagger, guard box XL. Great. Okay, and I still need to remember, if I get into trouble, block. Blocking is a good thing. This is a real chest. Oops. And that is real pyrite. Who I almost didn't see sneaking up on me with this crazy dash attack. Okay, and no more enemies in the room. Taking advantage of the eidetic memory, we'll use the mini-map to let us know where there is danger. Oh boy. Okay, gonna take the guard box out. Ah, darn it. Gonna try to use some knockback. Crap. Alright, I used the paladin's block ability there. Crap. I didn't manage to use it there, though. Darn it. And, okay, there's chicken leg here, and I need it desperately. Okay. Magic daggers. Okay, I have taken a fair amount of damage. The correct strategy at this point is to back off, go back, eat some healing chicken legs, gain some magic back from the whoosies and the what's-this-is. The statues, these guys. Chicken leg, om nom nom. Magic potion, om nom nom. We will teleport to some other rooms that have similar power-ups. Chicken leg, magic potion. We will heal up, and then we will head back into the fray. Head back into the Maya and see if we can continue to make progress. We've already got 6,000 gold, which is super terrific. That will definitely enable us to buy some more power-ups. And you know what? There's even more castle. Let's go explore a little bit more of the castle and kill some easy bad guys and try to get our hit points all the way back up to maximum before we continue into the Maya. I think that's going to be the best way to have a long-lived character. Oops. Whoa! Oh, a long-lived character and one who's going to earn a ton of money. Here are some new unexplored rooms at the castle. The spiky ball is the only enemy in this room. Once again, eidetic memory, making me not have to worry about paintings and zombies. Okay, great. Here's another teleporter room. For the moment, I'm going to hold on to, I'm going to save these statues, even though I do need some hit points, simply because we are in the castle, and so it's very likely that I can gain hit points back simply from killing enemies. And we can keep those statues in reserve for later. I should have used eidetic memory there to realize there were going to be all these enemies below me in this room. Okay, there's 2 more, it seems like. No, 3 more, and one of them's coming up towards me. Yes, it is that guy. It is the... I forgot what you were called. You were called a Frostin. Frostin Flakes. I don't know why. I tried to turn his name into a cereal. Maybe because I like tigers, because they're types of cats, and we know that Brian likes cats and has a cat as his YouTube channel icon. I'm really kind of stretching here. I've talked about before that sometimes words just come out of my mouth, and I try to justify them after the fact. That might be one example of it. Right there. It's the price you pay of being a YouTube commentator. Oh boy. Actually, this is the price that you, the viewers, are paying for listening to me. Alright, I think we might have finished out the castle. Nope, there's still a few more rooms in the castle, and I'm still not quite at maximum hit points. So let's go ahead and try to finish things off. There's a room down here that may also actually lead down to the dungeon, which would give us... Oh boy. Let's get out of that room before the turrets. There were wall turrets on the left and the right that were going to start firing fireballs at me. But if we find the entrance to the dungeon, which is apparently not down here either. Where is the dungeon entrance? Oh, it must be over there. We'll find another teleporter room, basically. I don't like those wall turrets that are shooting up and down at me, so I'm going to ignore that room. We find the entrance to the dungeon, we'll have another statue teleporter room, and so we'll have some more healing items available. And here it is. Okay, great. I am very nearly at maximum hit points, and so I'm going to choose now to go back up into the Maya and continue to explore. But yeah, as you get far enough along that you can clear the castle and the forest successfully, this kind of back and forth of go into a difficult area, do as well as you can do until you take some damage, then back off into the easier areas, is, I find, oops, darn it, the best strategy for having long-lived characters who earn a ton of money. And so I need to be really careful about that spiky ball, because it's going to bounce back and hit me at some point if I'm not careful. But I am careful. I'm wide awake. I'm making good decisions. Everything about the play this morning. Okay, let's see. Let's get around here. Great. Yeah, spiky ball, you just keep bouncing over there. Have a good time. Whoa! I could use the paladin shield to block. I should just ignore that room. There's going to be easier rooms to get into and out of, one would presume. So let's go find easier rooms. Once again, good decision-making to the rescue. So, we're back to the room where we backed off previously. There are some guard boxes, but I can jump down here and hide below them. And then pop up to use the magic dagger. Great. I might even be able to just hop up and use the sword and hold on to my magic daggers for later. That seems like it's going to work. And a single rage at the end of the room. It's not a big deal. Awesome. Alright, we were making more progress into the Maya than we have with any prior character in this particular run. I'm enjoying the Maya music right now, and so I will not use the jukebox to change the music. And instead, I will just stay and flow. Whoa! I should have used the Paladin's block ability there. I thought about it, like, just as I was taking damage. Pyrites don't often give you a lot of time to react when they charge. Okay. But I'm really, if you don't mind me being so, proud of myself for finally using the Paladin's block abilities successfully. Yeah, I was watching the Ixalan again, and he was using a lot of blocking with the Paladin, and it was actually doing him a whole lot of good, and I was like, I need to do that. I want to go to there. Ouch! Oh! I did not realize he was going to be able to hit me from there. I will hit him from there, though. How do you like that, Mr. Ninjo? You're dead, sir. And a chicken leg is my reward. Awesome. No fighting. In the Maya, I'm going to take some damage, and in the Maya, everybody hits harder. And so it might not be worth it in there, although it could block with the shield. We'll see. Let's check out some other rooms. That's going to be a reasonably difficult room, although one that I could do. This one has spikes all along the bottom, and so I don't love it. How many enemies are in here? Just 2, though. And so I could do this. Shoot him with a dagger. Shoot him with a dagger. Shoot him with a dagger. Do you see the pattern developing here? Shoot him with a dagger. And then let's move forward and see who the other enemy is and see if I need to shoot him as well. The Ninjo... I might just be able to run up and hit him because... Oh, nope. He's going to shoot his little thingy. I still might be able to do this. Sometimes they take a while. Oops. Darn it. Before they throw their throwing star. And so you can run up and get a few hits on them. I'm just going to use the daggers again. There we go. Alright, I took a little bit more damage. I might need to back off again, but let's take a peek. Okay, that is a very difficult room, so we're not going to go in there. Yeah, I'm going to go grab a few more food statues. I'll make a cut and I'll be back. There is still a tiny, unexplored bit of the castle over here. Oh, it's got a carnival. Well, who would have thunk it? Let's talk to this guy. 5 axes to destroy as many targets as possible. Yes, I will do such things as these. And this is a game that you can cheat at, because you can actually fire an axe before you enter the room, and it doesn't count against your 5 axes. And so I'm going to cheat at this game, because I would like to win the prize. Still not sure that I'm good enough, but I'm going to be able to win the prize anyway, even after cheating, but we'll see. Alright, I am not doing a good job of hitting all the things. Where can I get the most targets with my remaining axe? Let's try here. Is that enough? 90, yes, just enough. Smashing! You managed to leave no more than 10 targets. Since I no longer have enough targets to run this gig, I might as well give you my stash. Hooray! We get a chest that contains... blood bracers! Some more blood equipment. That has some difficult trade-offs that we mentioned before. Okay, awesome. At this point, I think we're going to try something that we haven't tried before, which is taking on a boss. Let's go to... yeah, it's right over to the left over here. Let's see if we can take out Kaider. We have a Death Defy still in our pocket. We have the Paladin Shield. And so the boss right here, he's going to be a giant eyeball who's stationary in the middle of the screen, but he's going to fire lots of blood projectiles at us, and there's also going to be spike traps in the corner of the room. So we need to dodge around. I need to use the Paladin's blocking ability in order to dodge, or sorry, when I fail to dodge the thingies. I don't have all of my hit points, but we still might be able to succeed against this boss because we're fairly well leveled for taking on this boss. So, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Oops, darn. I still managed to take some damage anyway. Darn it, and I didn't block there either. Oh, darn it. I took more damage there too. Block! Alright. That is how we use the Paladin. Block! Crap! Block! Okay. I'm out of blocking. Darn it. Ah. Death Defy! Right, I have Hyperion's Ring. Keep going. We can still win this battle, potentially. Oh boy. Except for I need to dodge, 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 dodge. Please don't shoot me. Yikes. Oh, I still had 1 hit point left. Come on, come on. We can kill him. Yes! I have 5 hit points left. but we've managed to defeat Kyder, the first of the bosses. Despite not the best to play, but I always really struggle. Like, I can see people who can defeat this guy with the first character just by jumping around and dodging all the attacks. I simply do not have the dexterity to do so. We got kind of an unlucky set of stat upgrades. Magic point, magic points, magic points. Maybe if our next character is an archmage, that will turn out to be a good thing. But we have gotten one of the 4 seals on the door to the final boss unlocked. We've finished off the first boss. We got a whole bunch of money. We're up to 10,000 gold, which is amazing. And at this point, I don't expect to live much longer. So let's go for broke. And let's head down into the dungeon and see if there's any easy rooms down here. Nope. That is a super hard room. Anything is going to kill me in one hit, so we might as well take a shot with this room. Oh my gosh, there's no way I can live through that. Where else can I go where I might be able to pull off something amazing? I'm going to look around. I'll be right back. Alright, remember this room in the Maya? Let's see if I can successfully, nope, jump over this first guy and try to get somewhere. Nope, it didn't happen. But we still had a great run. Look at all the enemies we killed. Alright. I am happy with that run, I must say. Let's go ahead and choose our next character. Paladin with ADHD would be a great character. Spell Sword, Alzheimer's is not good. Minor, Flexible, I'm not fond of the Flame Barrier, so let's choose another Paladin. Paladin did so well, I can continue to use the practice blocking with the shield. And with all of our money, there's a lot of things we need to buy, but let's see. Gold gain up is always a huge, useful investment, as is potion up. And so I think I'm going to buy that, and amazingly enough, that's going to use practically all of my money. But those are 2 really good investments for the long term, and they cost a whole lot, so it's good to spend money on them. I did unlock some equipment that now I won't be able to purchase because I no longer have the money for it, but that's okay. What did we get? We've got the Blood Limbs, we've got the Sage Limbs. The Sage Limbs give us a 10% gold bonus, you see over in the additional properties. And, oh, there's probably some more equipment, but then we also, oh, we got a Vampire Rune that I didn't equip. That would have been a smart thing to do. Okay, so next time, we need to remember to purchase Vampire Runes. Yes. Okay, so next character, we're going to purchase some runes. In any case, we're going to be in better shape moving forward once again. I've got a magic axe. We got another paladin. I will see you again soon for more of Brian mastering It's doing so well, and then you get to the last words of the video and completely screw it up. I will see you again soon for more of Brian mastering Rogue Legacy and mastering the art of commentary. Bye-bye.